Hello everyone, from today we will start working on our PHP code. So for this, first go to the PC and then find the folder where you have installed your XAMPP software. Many of you have probably installed it here. So if you have installed here, go to that XAMPP folder. I have installed it here, so I will go to the XAMPP folder from there and go to the htdocs folder. Inside them you will see many files. Select them all and delete them. So we will create a new folder and name it as you wish. I will name it as library. Inside this library folder we will create all our PHP code from now on. Here we need to create our new codes, so we will need our image folder and our style sheet, so we will just copy it from the previously created folder. We will copy this image folder. Then we will copy our style sheet and paste it inside the folder that we created just now, inside the XAMPP folder, and then inside the htdocs folder. There we created our library folder and we are copying these files inside that folder. Now we need to open a new file here. Let's just delete all this file. Then open a new file. Create a new file and save this. Now for saving this we need to save it inside the folder that we just created. Go to your XAMPP folder and inside that go to htdocs, then go to library and save this file as index.php. Then we will open the file from the folder we have actually wrote our previous code, and we will copy this and paste it inside the new index.php file that we created. Here, paste it and save it. Then start the XAMPP software. Start the first two and then open a browser. You can use Chrome browser or Mozilla Firefox. Then write localhost and press enter. Now you see there is the folder that we created. That is why we need to create that folder inside the XAMPP folder, inside the htdocs folder. And now this is actually directing us to the index page, and we cannot see the direction because we have not actually added it inside our navigation. So you see, when we previously opened any page we see this direction, but now we are not seeing anything. So and now we will go to that folder again. Inside htdocs, inside that library folder, we will create two different folders. One is for student, another is for admin, because our website will have two sides. One will be operated by student and one will be operated by admin, and both will be connected through a database. For now there will be actually some same codes for both of these folders. Inside the student page we will have index page, Then our registration page, login page, this page is actually common for both of them, so we will actually copy them inside both the folder. Later we will add the different folders that we need. Now we can delete these two files from outside these two folders. So now inside the library folder we have two different folders. One is for student, another one is for admin. We will work on student first. Now here we will go to localhost again and then library, and inside them you can see now there is two folders. We will go to student, and now we are going actually into the main page. Now if we click on home, you see we did the object is not found because inside our code we have actually given the link as index.html, but our page is now PHP, so we need to make it as PHP. Then we will add another page called books.php. We will create them later. First let's change the name student login.php. Let's delete this, and then let's add another page called feedback.php. You can add any name here. This is not necessary that you need to add this name particularly. Just add .php later, then you can name it anything. Okay, we have actually saved it outside the folder. We need to save it inside the student folder because we have entered from there, so we need to save this file again. Okay, let's just delete this. We will work on this folder, or else if we modify anything we need to copy it again and again in both the folders. So we will just work on it. After this folder is completed, we will just copy it in the admin panel too. Okay, now inside the student folder we need to save it inside the student folder. Click on save as and go to that folder, then save it and replace it. Now it's alright. Okay, now refresh it and click on home page, and you will see that index.php. Now we are seeing the direction and the page name here, so the link is alright. And now if we click on student login, you see the object is not found again. That means we did not create our PHP page for student login. We need to create another new file and save this file inside the student folder, and we need to give the exact name that we actually write in the header of our index page a little bit ago. So we will copy this and paste it here, or the linked page will not be found if we click on the navigation. Okay, whatever name you give, you need to make it same in all the places. Let's create two more pages. Books.php and feedback.php. Then here we need to copy the code from the previous folder where we have created our HTML files. Then we will paste them inside our PHP code and then save it. Now you see inside the navigation again we have all this written as HTML pages, and if we click on them the object will not be found, so we need to add everything as PHP file. Every time you need to actually change all this Every time you modify them, you need to modify them in all the navigation bar, in all pages, because all the pages are not connected yet. But when we will start to connect them by PHP, you will see that how these works become really easy. And then save it, and let's go to our website and refresh it. And now if you press on the home page, you will see home page, and if you go to the student login, you can see the student login page here, but it is our PHP page that we are seeing. Now we need to create our registration page too. So let's open a new file and then save this. Save as inside the student folder registration.php. Then save this. Now we need to copy the code that we wrote in the HTML page. Okay, now what we will do, we need to change our navigation again. Here, if you click on sign up, you will see this, but if you click on the navigation, it will actually show error. You see, object not found. So in every page we need to do modification. So whenever in future we will modify something in our navigation, we need to actually change it in all these pages differently. So this is really actually tiresome, and we will actually modify our navigation many times when we will start our coding, you will see. So we need to actually make a new file, create a new file, and save this as topnav.php or navbar.php. Then save this, and now start writing by writing HTML and press tab. You will see the HTML format. And okay, we don't have any title for this page, so we won't add anything. So we need to just add links here. The link we have added after the header, after the head tag, all these links till the bootstrap link. Okay, we need to copy all this link and paste them here. Okay, then we will add the body part. Okay, now let's go to the body part, and we will add our main code inside that body. Open any page and copy that navigation tab, the whole navigation tab. You need to copy it. Yes, from here till this part. So we will copy this and paste it inside that navbar page that we just created. Okay, here. And now we will save this. Okay. Library, and okay, it will actually direct us to the main folder. If you want to see the main page, we need to actually create it outside that student folder, so we can go to it directly from the library folder. Because whenever you will actually go to that student folder, it will actually search for the home page or index page first and direct you there. Okay, so we are actually creating it here. You don't need to do this, I'm just doing it to show you how this page is actually looking, so you can see. Okay, here you see we just created our navigation inside this page. There is nothing else in this page. So if we add this inside any code, it will actually add this navigation on the upper position of that page. So that's how we will actually use it. and this is really useful. You will see it right now. And from this student login page we can delete this part of the code, or let's make this comment for now. We will delete it after the work is done. Now after this, okay, go back to the top of the code and here write PHP like this and end it. Okay, first we need to add a question mark and then closing tag. Okay, for closing we need to first add question mark and then closing tag. Write it like this. Whenever you will write PHP code, you need to start and end PHP like this, and inside them include and then add a double quotation, then semicolon. Don't forget to add the semicolon or the PHP code will not work. This is actually mandatory. And inside the double quotation write navbar.php, the page that we actually created just now. So you see, we actually make the navigation a comment in our login page. So if we go to the login page, we will not see the navigation, but you see the navigation is present here because we have actually added that link in the PHP part. That is why it is actually linking to that page. So if we now modify this navigation page, then all the pages that have this link will have the same modification in their navigation bar. So this is actually easy. We don't need to change all this actually many times. If we change it once in that navigation page, it will be changed in every other pages too. So now you see our registration page have the same problem. We did not change the navigation from HTML page to PHP, so it is actually showing these errors. So we will do what? We will just delete or make this navigation part as comment, so it will not affect our code. And now save this and let's see how this change. Okay, when we click on this, you see there is no navigation bar on the top because we actually removed them. We have made this a comment, so this code is not working. Now what we will do, we will add the navigation link inside the PHP code. So for this we need to write again opening tag and question mark, then PHP, and close it with question mark and closing angle, and then inside this we will include our navigation.php, navbar.php page. Okay, now you see navbar.php and then semicolon. Okay, now save this. Okay, and then refresh this page. Now you see this navigation is added. So if we need to change anything inside our navigation, we just need to change that. And for the index page we did not change our navigation because there is a logo, so we need that navigation style like this. And now we will add this inside all our pages so that we can modify them easily. Inside the book page and inside the feedback page too, we just need to include this. Write these signs okay correctly, and then okay, you can just copy this and paste this in all these pages. Save them, and there is our feedback page too. Here our books page have the navigation. Okay, now we can delete this. I just created it here because I wanted to show you guys how this looks. We don't need that. So inside here our feedback page, we will include the navigation here too. And if you want, you can actually make a footer, common footer too, and add that footer under the code. So every page will have the same footer, and if you modify it, you just need to modify it once. You don't need to do it again and again. So now you can just delete all the pages that we don't need for now, and you can delete that part where we made it actually a code comment. Yes, this comment part, we don't need this code anymore because we have actually created our navigation bar in a different PHP file, so we can delete that. So our code is actually shortened a bit too. This is good. Okay, now save this. Okay, that's all for now. Next I will show you how you can create the database and how you can connect the database with the website.